from Amsterdam, and it's actually suspiciously sunny. I wasn't expecting it to be this nice, but anyway, we're gonna do one of these Casanovian expostulations where I walk through a street, like just record myself in public whilst giving you some life-changing advice. I really like making these videos where I'm outside, I'm in public, and I'm giving you advice like whilst we walk through the city together. I think it's one thing giving advice when I'm sat in the comfort of my home. That's how most people give advice on YouTube or online. They just sit in their bedrooms, talking head video to camera, everything's comfortable, everything's easy. I'm like, no, we want to be pushing ourselves, right? And that's really, every time I'm making these live streams, I'm speaking to you, the person who is looking to dive bomb into discomfort, the person who just gets a kick out of discomfort, like the renegade, the pirate, the maverick, the guy who wants to live a life beyond the beige, the guys who is fed up of the ordinary. And understand, when I'm giving you cold approach advice, I'm really giving you life advice, right? Cold approach is the catalyst for the rest of our lives. If you can do cold approach, you can do anything, right? The world's yours. So I want to just use this video to just share a shitload of value and just give you some life-changing cold approach advice that you can use to get dates on demand, get multiple dates a week, operate from a place of wholeness rather than from a place of lack, and just ultimately live the dating life that you've always wanted to live. Those people are very angry over there. I think it's like, oh my God, it's Kristian Casanova. He's actually here. Stay sexy. But yeah, so let's start off. I've just finished a coaching session in Amsterdam today with one of our Entourage members. The most important thing is to get that first approach done ASAP, right? Because I guarantee when you first come out your house, you're ruminating in your own egoic self-absorption. You're thinking too many steps ahead, you're experiencing failure in advance, and you start rejecting yourself on every woman's behalf. You look around the city, people are looking at you, and you failed before you've even started, right? You want to get that first approach done as soon as possible. Just view the rep itself as the reward. You don't need to do it to get phone number, to get date, to get happy ending. Just do it purely to do it. Just do it to kill that needy little bitch inside of you who wants you to play it safe. Get that first approach done ASAP. It could be anybody. It could be a middle-aged lady, a hashtag milkshake. It could be a woman who's just having a fag, sat down outside of Greg's, if you call approaching in Newcastle. Just anybody, right? We just want to get you into that state of social flow, man, ASAP. So just get that first approach done. Just ASAP Rocky that shit. And as soon as you've done one, it's going to open up the floodgates of possibility. Yeah, you're going to be like, oh my God, I've done one. It actually wasn't that bad. Like, I didn't have the boyfriend like jumping out the wall being like, get away from my missus. So we definitely suffer more in imagination than reality. But if you can, especially if you've never done this before, or maybe you've been out the game for a little break, you've lost your edge, just come outside and just set the intention of just doing one approach today, just one direct approach. Excuse me, hi, I just wanted to say, you look amazing, have a good day, right? And you're gonna feel so much more relief. Yeah, you're gonna feel so much more relief after you've done that. It's like, oh my God, I actually finally did the thing. Like, I watched Kristian's live stream, then I went outside, I found a woman, and I just said, fuck it, right? I just said, fuck it, and I got it done ASAP, right? So that's the best advice I can give you. Just get that first one done ASAP, no expectation. Don't project your own perceived lack of self-worth onto those approaches. It's purely a rep for the rep. Just like when you go into the gym and you're doing a rep of like dumbbell bench press, you're just thinking, right, rep. So get the first approach done ASAP. Now, the second thing that I want to share, and this is so important, once you have got that first approach done, I want you to start practicing going into your approaches with full conviction, right? I'm walking through the streets now. I'm talking loud. I'm carrying myself like a king. I've got these delusions of grandeur. I've got this irrational confidence. I am living for an audience of one. I am the king of my reality. I almost believe that like everybody else in this world is an NPC. It's like everybody else is just a side quest character in the narrative of me. And what this allows me to do is show up into the world with full conviction, right? A lot of you boys who are watching this live stream, I guarantee at the moment, you are petrified of what people are thinking of you. You're worried. You think, oh, all eyes on me, spotlight effect. Oh, if I do this thing, like what are people gonna think of me? This is castrating you of your confidence. And the way you do anything is the way you do everything. Like, this is the reason why guys get results fast when they work with me, because when they spend even just a couple of hours with me, they're getting almost a decade and a half of social expertise condensed into a single weekend. Like, what do you think happens? It's like, you've heard the thing, like, the osmosis effect. We become the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. It's like, you spend a weekend with me, your entire reality is going to be shattered. I'm going to reshape your entire reality because we become what we practice, right? You learn through osmosis. It's like, oh wow, this guy has given himself full permission to live as he pleases, to live for an audience of one, follow his bliss, speak his truth. I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to do the same. Like, permission is so big with this, right? So when you are going into your approaches, full conviction, all right? So go over, say excuse me, be loud, take up space. Excuse me, make sure she's stopped, make sure she's actually looking at you. That's so important. Like, when you've gone over to somebody and you've said excuse me, you don't want to say anything else until they've actually stopped and they're actually looking at you. And then once you do have their full attention, it's just blowing them away within those first few seconds with a hard-hitting compliment, right? So once she's stopped, once she's looking at you, give her a smile, put her at ease, make her aware that you're not some crazed serial killer. Just be like, you look amazing. What are you doing? That's it. Like, it's not about learning clever lines or routines or techniques. It's not about the London day game model. It's not about becoming some assumption stacking machine. Like, oh, you're from Paris. When I think about Paris, I think about you with a big get. Like, you sound like a fucking nonce. You sound like C-3PO, right? All it is, if you genuinely want to get multiple dates a week, dates on demand, have more high quality options than you know what to do with from cold approach, it's all about optimizing for those first few seconds, right? It's not what you say, it's not how you say it, it's who you are when you say it. It's who you are when you say it. And that's why when you're doing all of these approaches, it's not just the approach itself. It's not just the fact that you've gone over to that person and you've delivered yourself. That's not the thing that's got you the results. The thing that's got you the results is everything that's happened before. It's the compounding of your freedom from bullshit activity. So, dude, if you can come out and you can start recording yourself in public, you can start walking through a busy area, camera on you, all eyes on you, what that's going to do is it's going to put you into what I call freedom from bullshit frequency, where you start to develop this rock star confidence. Like, you can see as I'm walking through here right now, people like zigzagging, like in between. But what did I say to you before? Everyone, in my mind, is just an NPC. Right? They are all here to serve me on my journey of personal renaissance. And like, if that seems like really abstract to you at the moment, if that sounds like really extreme, then we've got some work to do on overall mindset. And if you've not done so already, download the free course below. It's called My Most Fuckable Man course. That gives you my entire mindset mastery system. Get your mindset on point, get your thoughts on point, because internal state equals external reality, right? You may well have clicked on this video looking for some like clever one-liners or canned routines or Kristian, what's the best open? It's about, I would say, 97% in the game. Like, yeah, the external's gonna matter. That's why you wanna take care. You know, you wanna put the reps in to become the most fuckable version of you physically, get your money up, live a cool lifestyle, like fucking go to the gym, do all those things. Like, you already know that you should be doing, but understand, once you've acquired all these materialistic trophies, it's so easy, and it's happened to me. Even when I maxed out my value, especially like externally, the internal hadn't yet caught up with the external, right? So it's the inner work that we need to do. And by doing difficult things on a daily basis, cold approaching, recording yourself in public, making yourself look like a bit of a tit now and again, like just putting your hand up more, like if you're at university, just volunteering to give answers more. If you're at your work, just being more vocal, disagreeing with people, saying no, like doing what you wouldn't usually do in order to be reincarnated of a version of you that you wouldn't otherwise have become, right? Because if you always do what we've always done, we always get what we've always got. So do you understand how it's all connected? Do you understand that? It's like, it's not just it's not just coming out here, oh, I need to do my 10 approaches today, no excuses. Like, most of these bozo charlatan coaches online, they're going to give you that bullshit framework. Like, oh, okay, I'm going to teach you how to neg, I'm going to teach you how to tease, oh, push, pull, has she hooked yet? It's not about any of that bollocks. It's about becoming the guy who can get results from cold approach. I'm not teaching you how to cold approach. I'm teaching you how you can become the guy who makes cold approach feel as effortless as drinking water. How do we do that? We do a lot of reps, right? Like a lot of reps. Like there's There's no getting away from this. You are going to have to put yourself through the social fire. You are going to have to come outside, sacrifice your ego, reject your need for guarantee, and just start approaching people, women preferably. And this is why I always say to you, one approach with me is worth about 30 on your own, right? The time that you spend with me, your entire reality is just going to blossom. You're like, I can't believe I've wasted so much time when I could have just spent a weekend with Kristian, got this side of life handled, and also I'm now part of his network, I'm now part of the entourage, so I know he's got me, right? Like, this is what people want. They want speed, they want efficiency, and they want a tried and tested solution to the current pain that they're facing. That's why I do what I do. That's why I make these videos. It's content marketing, right? I change people's lives for a living. I post the testimonials on my Instagram page at Casanova Dating. So you can go over, you can look at those and be like, oh, fuck yeah, this guy actually is legit. You can click the link below. That'll take you to my website. There's more testimonials on there. There's no more proof that you need. What you're probably scared of at the moment is you're actually scared of succeeding, right? Because that's the purpose of the ego, right? The purpose of the ego is self-preservation. You've most likely got so comfortable in your own conformity, you've got so comfortable in mediocrity that a part of you is actually scared of succeeding. You're actually scared of living a top 1% dating life. You're actually scared of having more high quality options that you know what to do with. You're actually scared about coming outside, busy area like this, and just saying to the world, this is me. This is what I believe in. You're scared of that, and I know you are. That's why you're watching these live streams, because you're waiting for something. You're waiting for a solution to your problems. And hopefully you can see, this is not just a solution to your dating life. This is about becoming a maverick, a pirate, a renegade. Somebody who just does what he wants because it pleases him. And if people don't like it, well, guess what? That's fine. Excuse me. But yeah, that's all it's about, right? It's just you coming out, living for an audience of one, recognizing that no one gives a flying fuck about you. The way you get results with cold approach in the sexual marketplace is by being free from bullshit. That's it. Some of you know when people talk about naturals, like, oh, he's a natural, he's a natural, he's a natural. For me, all a natural means is somebody who does what he does because it pleases him to do so, right? He's not dancing to other people's symphonies. He's not dancing to the music of the masses. It's like, oh, I'm just enjoying myself today. I'm having fun. I'm laughing my way through life. If he wants to talk to a woman, he'll do it. If he wants to compliment a woman, he'll do it. If he wants to hold a door open for a woman, he'll do it. Why? Because it pleases him to do so. He's not up in his head thinking, oh, does this make me low value? It's like, there is no low or high value. It's like, you are Champions League material. You are Ballon d'Or. You are FIFA World Cup top scorer. But up to this point in your life, because of the brainwashing, because of the social conditioning, because of whatever bullshit you've been fed, you've got to a point where you just don't think that you're good enough. That's where you've got to. You've got to a point where you don't think you're good enough, and everything that you do, it's not just talking to women, it's everything that you fucking do. You just don't feel as though you're enough, and you project that perceived lack of self-worth onto everything, onto your business, onto your relationships with your friends, especially your relationships with the feminine. And I'm here to wake you up from your fucking sleepwalk and be like, listen, dude, I don't know what your name is, but we need to get this shit sorted ASAP, because this is your fucking life, and you're letting it piss away one day at a time by settling in this matrix of mediocrity. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. You don't know what you don't know. You most likely clicked onto this video hoping to find some clever lines or routines. I'm not the guy for that. You can find some other bullshit artists online who are like, say this, say that. It doesn't fucking work, and you know it doesn't fucking work. I give you the real shit because I change who you are, like the person who you are at your very core. That's why I view myself more as a personal Renaissance artist. I change you from the inside out, right? I don't give a fuck how much money you're making. I don't give a fuck how good looking you think you are. I don't give a fuck how great you think you are, because I guarantee the metric which you currently suck with is the only metric that actually matters, which is your belief. So watch these live streams every day, replicate what I'm doing, come outside, record yourself in public. Remember that no one actually gives a flying fuck about you. I'm leading by example. If you can come out and you can tap into that freedom from bullshit frequency, record yourself in public, do one direct call approach every single day for the next 30 days. Just do one. And remember, get that first approach done ASAP. Like the volume that I'm talking to this camera at right now, I've got people in front of me, you can't see them, they're turning around being like, the fuck's going on here? I've got alarms going off, that's how loud I am. But this is what it's about. Do you understand? Like, I'm 27 years old. I'm living the life. I'm living a multi-international lifestyle. I'm changing lives for a living. I built a fucking high-value gentleman's club, and I'm only just getting started. Like, find me another 27-year-old who's doing what I'm doing to the level that I'm doing at. Yeah? I'm going all the way to the top, and I'm taking my people with me. So if you're even slightly interested in getting on this wave, then fucking do it. There's a link below. Just book in a free. It's fucking free. Book in a free 30-minute consultation call with me. You get to speak to me for 30 minutes, and we'll find out if you're actually the right fit, because not everybody is. Like, not everybody is the right fit for my coaching, because when you come and work with me, you're gonna get results fast. Your life is gonna change fast, but it's whether or not you can actually handle that change. Because if you can handle that change, and you do want results fast, and you wanna transform it into an individual that you've always wanted to become, if you wanna be that sort of guy who men wanna be and women wanna be with, I'm your guy. If you just want some slow, sustained change, I'm not your guy. I want results fast, and that's what I'm gonna get you. So yeah, there's a link below, click it, and download the free courses if you've not done so already. I love yous.